Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Gamer Masala. So first of all, I'm really excited that we hit double-digit subscribers. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the content, and please make sure to support the channel by clicking that subscribe button. And yeah, let's get into the video. So today I just wanted to revisit one of the videos that I posted yesterday, and that is about the free-to-play friendly way to defeat Bellmoth on Hell mode. So if you haven't seen the video already, take a look at it, and you will notice that a lot of the units there are super rare or part 1 ticket units, and those are pretty much all you need to do this boss. And I especially wanted to talk about their gear because as a free-to-play player, you don't really have a lot of resources to spend, and you want to invest into the right units just so you can keep up with the ever-changing metagame. And that also means investing sensibly into characters that you would want to use for a while, and not putting a bunch of SA coins onto a Dian on a whim. Alright, so let's start with Merlin. So Merlin's really only there for a passive, which is to fill up a DL gauge by 1 orb. You want to start out with 4 orbs on Liz, and that's only possible with Merlin. The equipment on her really doesn't matter too much. I had UR equipment for Merlin that I made a long time ago, so that's what I'm using here. If you have any other equipment, just slap that on. Alright, so let's talk about Gowther. So Gowther has one of the best passives in game. It sucks that it only applies to PvP in this case, but Gowther is only really there to buff. Because you want him to survive for as long as he can, you just have to give him decent HP and defense gear. You just need to ensure that he survives until he buffs and that he can use his ultimate later. If you really want to do some damage, you can use attack defense gear on him, but I would recommend against it. I also have a Tamir link there, but you can use any 6 of 6 link that gives him a decent amount of defense and HP. I also have him super awakened because I did use him when there was a PvP rule where all the SR units get a 50% boost to their basic stats. So you may not even need to super awaken Gowther. You may want to check how much damage the boss does, but I doubt you would have to SA him all the way to 4. For Leonis Liz, the next unit, all you need is a HP and defense gear as well. I have some UR gear there, but you can use any tier 5 awakened gear on Liz, and all you need to do is ensure that she survives for most of the match because you're going to use her ultimate twice, and because you need to rush Serosa, it's important to get Liz's ultimate a couple times in the game. You definitely don't need to invest in any cosmetics. The ones that I have are all the ones that came from free events, the anniversary event and whatnot, and you don't need to upgrade them or anything. You just need a set amount of HP, and because of her ultimate, she's pretty much going to heal back to all of her HP anyway. And then you also do not need to have level 85 or 90 on Liz. And then we come to Serosa, and Serosa is one of the best units in game, especially when it comes to his stance. And none of the units before Serosa had a counter and a taunt in the same turn, plus the debuff immunity on him really makes him a threat, or used to make him a threat a while ago. That was before his combat class shaft with SA5, but either way you would want to have Serosa at least at SA5 because it does give him a strong boost in defense. You don't really need to have him at 85 or 90, he's just good at SA5. And the ideal gear to use on him is either HP defense or attack defense, so it depends on how your Serosa is built. If you do use attack defense, you would be doing quite a lot of damage, but you would also risk survival. If you use an HP defense gear, that is quite a bit more HP there and you can definitely survive. So if you do not have gear for Serosa already, just use some HP defense gear on him and then see how it goes in phase 1 and see how much damage you are dealing. I also don't have anything invested into his cosmetics, so as you can see, I'm just using the ones that came with the other Serosa units that I evolved, and that's pretty much it, and the ones from Affinity. I don't really have any other cosmetic items invested into Serosa, and as a free-to-play player, I'm probably not going to invest in these either. And then I'm using Jericho as a link because Jericho and she's 6 of 6 and has UR gear of her own, so that does give Serosa quite a bit of boost in terms of attack, and that's how he can heal a lot of his HP back when he does use his taunt and counter. And then let's talk about Team 1. So Team 1 has Kane as the sub-slot, and it really doesn't matter what kind of equipment you put on him. So if you don't have Kane Super Awaken, or if you haven't had a chance to level 80 him yet, don't waste resources on him. The game has gotten fairly generous in terms of super rare pendants, so you can definitely choose to make that investment if you need to. But otherwise, if you're only going to use him for this boss or for reverse stages, just having 6 stars is probably fine. The next unit is Hellbrim, which is a part 1 ticket banner, and he's pretty much available to everyone at with all the free tickets that you get. You probably already have a copy of Hellbrim. He doesn't have to be level 90, as you can see at level 80 he does just fine. He does have Super Awakening there, but he doesn't really need to be. So if your Hellbrim is only 6 star and you haven't Super Awakened him yet, there is no need to. Both of those units, Kane and Hellbrim, have basic cosmetics. You don't really need to upgrade any of those for their survival. Next we come to the man of the hour, Zaratras. So the way to build Zaratras is just go for an attack and defense set, and even if you may not hit that 17.6k attack there, you can still pair him up with a unit that gives him really good attack on association, such as Jericho or Green Escanor. And then you can have a Zaratras that is really well built. One of his skills deals shatter damage while the other one deals charge damage, so it actually works really well on this boss, and you want to have his attack stats maxed out. But that doesn't mean you need to have all of his gear UR. You can actually just have the top 2 pieces of his gear UR, which are the bracers and the ring, and you don't really need to invest in any of the other pieces. You can really get away with rules that are kind of crappy, like 2% rules are just fine on him. And you definitely do not need to invest into any of his weapon cosmetics. There's just no point in wasting any upgrade materials on those. The attack that you will get with a good association should be able to take care of this boss anyway. If you do have a Zaratras at a lower ult level, say 1 of 6 or 2 of 6, you should still do fine as long as you get good cards on the last phase of this boss. And pretty much an ultimate move plus a silver card should be able to do the trick. And lastly we come to Gothard. Gothard is one of the best units in game, especially with the rank ups and with his passive of increasing attack related stats. And Gothard is a pretty solid unit that should be super awakened to 5, and you can also use an HP defense set on him for that extra combat class boost in PvP. But for this boss, a regular HP defense set, even if you do not have one that was made specifically for Gothard, if you do not have a UR set, any regular set will do. And yeah, I really hope that you find this video useful and that you get a sense of which tunes to build and which gear to invest in. So as always, thanks for watching, and I really hope that you hit that subscribe button, and if you like this video, please hit that like button as well, and don't forget to share with the rest of the community. Stay safe.